they have in this series. I mean, come on. And look, I don't get the calling out. I don't get it. And I like Peter. He's with his 5th NHL team. Like, he's Florida, New Jersey, San Jose, Vegas, Dallas. You don't want to mess this one up. This is a great job in the NHL and a good team. But I didn't like it.
Is there any world where you see DeBoer and Jake Ottinger together starting next season? Or is this kind of fork in the road time for one of them?
I really think Jimmy Nill's got a tough decision to make here. I don't know what he thought of the coaching throughout the series, and I didn't analyze the coaching, to be quite honest, but Jimmy Nill's got a big decision to make. This is too good a team that all of a sudden is the cupboard is starting to look a little bare because they've made some trades and moved picks. They've got a veteran team, but a lot of guys in the prime of their career. They've got to win. This team has got to win in the next year or two. And when you're this close and thinking they're a contender, and then to have this happen, and look, Ottinger wasn't good. He was not good. But, either was Jamie Benn. Either were like a number of guys.
Is it fair to ask Jamie Benn to act like a guy in the prime of his career?
No, it's not. I would have liked to see Jamie Benn grab somebody. Mm-hmm. He's a tough guy. I would have liked to have seen him just show a little fight like that, because that's the way Matt, he's been.
When I saw Bouchard go after Hintz at his ankle, at his foot, and they did nothing about it, that was the first sign I said to myself, they're done. Dallas is done.
And you know what? I thought the same thing. And I know Jamie Benn is a heart and soul guy and a leader. I just didn't see, and I know he's a veteran, and I know you get tired of it. But I thought he could have taken a stand with a couple of guys, as well as some other guys. But anyway, look, I didn't like it. I think if I'm the goalie, I'm coming in and saying, it may be me or him next year, boss.
Yeah, that's tough. That's going to be a tough one to sort out for them. So part of, what put them away, obviously McDavid, Draisaitl, you mentioned, so dangerous on the other side of things. I'm watching McDavid last night, and they put up a stat during the game that he has multi-point games in over 50% of the playoff games he's played. Like 55% of the playoff games he's in, he's had multiple points in those games. He gets keyed on, Matt. Like before the game, they're drawing up a plan, how to stop this guy. He's still doing this. How does he compare to Gretzky, for those Oilers teams or whoever were the best guys, years ago?
So when I'm watching him with the breakaway goal and watching what he did there to basically end the game.
Freak.
Like, seriously, where have you seen that? Where have you seen that? And all of a sudden, he is gone. And then, pressure on him, makes that great move on the goaltender. Like, that's not a bad goal.
No.
That's a great play. I've been watching him pretty close in this series, guys, and it's jumped into my mind on numerous occasions that he may be the best ever. He may be the best pure talented player I've ever seen in my lifetime. And that's what, look, I love Wayne Gretzky. You love all the superstars. I didn't coach that many of them. I coached some good players, but not a lot of the Gretzky types or the McDavid types. But he may be the best ever. And, I've never seen anybody that can do so much and has got the fire. As I said to you guys months ago, he wants to be on the cover of the Hockey News with the Stanley Cup. Austin Matthews wants to be on the cover of GQ. Big difference.
Okay, all right. Leave Austin out of this, all right?
I'm not. And now they want to get rid of Marner and Tavares. Who's going to replace the 38 goals and the 102 points?
Yes.
Do they think these guys growing trees?
Stay on the rails.
Come on.
Stay on the rails here. You're watching and listening to Doug McLean, former NHL president, GM, and head coach. I just want to get back to this.
One other thing I want to say.
Oh, God.
Go back to the Vegas series, because this is going to be real important in the next series. They pushed Vegas out of the building, guys. And Vegas are a tough team. And they're a big team. And Edmonton pushed them out of the building. Remember that.
Okay.
In the next series.
As we get ready, game 1 next Wednesday or sometime in July.
I think, and then wraps up in August.
I don't know, but it'll start.
You know what? I just catch them. If I have to be going through, I catch the game. I don't try to plan it anymore. If they're there, they're there. You know, this is the only reason I watch games sometimes is because of this damn show.
Mac, if there was another team that was facing the Edmonton Oilers in this Stanley Cup final, there's no question it would just be like, how do we stop Connor McDavid? But
how do you get them more than a 5-game series?
We are talking,
that's what they've done so far.
But we are talking about a team that 12 months ago shut down Connor McDavid. And while I can look at what just happened between Dallas and Edmonton, you know, they didn't have a Barkov. Now Barkov is up against Connor for the second consecutive time. And he can look back at the 12 months ago and said, I shut him down once, I could shut him down again.
And he's the guy. He's the man in Florida, boys.
Can I just step in and point out that McDavid had 11 points in the final last year? Just going to throw that out.
Yeah, but how many at the end?
Not
in the last 3 games.
7.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So say it was like for 5 games.
Okay.
Just throw that in as well.
That's why you're number 2 on the show. You're not laughing.
Well, this is devastating for the Marner argument if we're going to talk about ends of series.
On Hockey Central at noon, Nick used to jump in and come with what you just did. You know, so
and he's still here. Sounds like a good game plan.
They wouldn't renew my contract if they brought him back. Anyway, look, Barkov is special. He is so damn good. He is the engine of that team. Look, Jug, I love him. Bennett, all these guys. Jones, what about how he's played? I was worried about their blue line at Christmas, losing Montour, and all of a sudden Jones comes in a great trade. The McCullough kid, is that how you pronounce his name? Mikola? Like, how did the Rangers let him go? How did the Rangers let him go? Like, what are they? Oh, anyway, let's not go there. But anyhow, I just think it's going to be a great